day 29 of the boot camp, and I think about 30 hours in, must be like 34 or 35 hours in by the time that you watch this video into the fasting. I must say energy levels are at a high, like I have high energy levels. I must confess though, I'm super attentive to a lot of things, but my brain is not braining, bro. Like, I'm drinking a lot of water, but at this point, my experience with you, it's like I want to say things, but my words just don't want to come out the way that my brain says it. And I've been realizing that with a lot of conversations I had today and last night, like with my wife. So it's weird. Like, I can have a normal conversation in my brain, but before I say the word, it comes out. So I must apologize for that. It's a sacrifice that I make for my trading, having faith in my trading, having faith in you guys, sacrifice for you. So yeah, I just want to apologize for that. And I just want to really say, you see, there I go again, man. I just want to really say that how proud I am of you. The results I've been receiving via email, via Instagram, you guys are really, really killing it. I think now it's just repetition and repetition and repetition. So without further ado, day 29 of the bootcamp, let's break the market down together in live time. So by the time you get this video, the charts would have probably moved a little bit, but you can still use that as confluence and as maybe as baselines or as that analysis to work off from. So let's start on the pair gold. Let's start on gold. I'm starting on the daily time frame. Today is the 4th of September, the day that I'm recording this, and we can see that the market is moving up in a bullish day. Green setup day initially happened around about there with a bearish day, bullish day. So on my daily time frame, what I want to say is I'm just looking at my candlesticks. I want to go down to my 4-hour time frame, and at this point I cannot even draw previous levels. I think the last level that I can draw was over here, but that's too far away. So I'm going to focus on current market structure. And remember what I always say, I want to draw a roof and a floor. That's very important. Why? Because I want to simplify things. And remember the word simplify things, because it's going to bring me to a lesson that I want to share today that's very, very important. So I got my high over here, I got my low over here, and now the market is trapped in a box. Because I see a lot of traders make the mistake of thinking they need to spend their time and attention on levels that's too far gone. We will get there, but we will cross that bridge when we get there. I don't want you to worry about levels that are too far away. I need you to focus on the right now, because there's so many things in trading. We have to look at analysis, emotions, risk management, the broker, the fees. We have to look at all of those things. Why not just simplify it for yourself when it comes to analysis? Look at your roof and your floor, and look at you running and playing around inside of that house, okay? I want to see the roof, I want to see the floor, going down to my 2-hour time frame just to confirm my exhaustion zones. I can see exhaustion zone confirmed over there, exhaustion zone confirmed over there, and then pretty much I just want to highlight this area to pay attention to that area. Going down to my H1 time frame, I can see now that my exhaustion zones concur. I can refine my exhaustion zone to there and to there, but what I'm rather going to do is I'm going to draw a line over there and then refine my H1, and then I'm going to draw my other line over there as well. So this then tells me my H2 and H4 exhaustion areas with the horizontal ray, and then my H1 exhaustion areas with the box, of course. What I like to do now, and folks, this is very, very easy, because I need you to pay attention that we are in an uptrend. I mean, shit, it's an uptrend. There's nothing else to say. It's an uptrend, bro. So we are creating constant higher highs, higher lows. We did not break the low on the H1. I'm getting to the 15-minute now. So let's go to the 30-minute. On the 30-minute, I can see that this did not really mean anything. It was just a gap down low. Looking at the 30-minute, I can see that the low was still respected. Nothing wrong with that. So we're still in an uptrend. On the 30-minute, I would love to draw my current exhaustion area just to pay attention to that. And then let's go to a 15-minute, because I'm getting a little bit confused at this point. So I really want to see what's going on the lower time frame. So on the lower time frame, I can see low of the day was respected. This is a break below. But the candle after that was immediate reaction to the top side. So in my opinion, that's a respect still. We did break above London session high. So what I'm going to wait for in today's NY session, I'm going to wait for a retrace down low. I'm not going to look for any sells yet unless I break this area over here. Okay, that's super important. Not much to be done yet because the first hour reversal is coming up. I always talk about a first hour reversal, and that's usually when the market reverses in the first hour. You can see over here, first hour reversal, first hour reversal, first hour reversal potentially happening. We can see the market pushing back down and then pushing back up. But it's still very early to say. I would like to see a clear break of London session to the top side and then potentially taking buys once I break this exhaustion area to the top. Another pair I really want to talk about is Euro USD, because let's have a look at Euro USD. Let's have a look at the structure. We have bullish day. Which day was this? This was a Monday. Was this a false break reversal? Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So let's just draw this high. Monday was our false break reversal, day 1. False break reversal, day 1. Okay. Tuesday was our false break reversal, day 2. And then let's just check what happened on Wednesday. Did it close below? No, it did not. So Wednesday was an inside day. So that means today is our false break reversal, day 3. So let me just mark this out for everyone to understand. Day 2. And then this is my inside day. Okay, we got that. So inside day forming did not really mean much. So that's why day 3, false break reversal, day 3 would mean a sell-off. Now, I did miss my initial sell-off at the high of London session, which is very important. We have fundamentals being released, and as I always say, fundamentals can shift the market around, but my overall bias for EURUSD is shorts, unless the fundamentals release like some type of out of this world surprise, then I'll potentially look for longs, but I mean the chances of that happening are very slim. If the news points to bullish environment for the euro or for USD, the euro USD, then I would potentially just stay out. But right now I'm just waiting for that low to be broken down low, then I would potentially take my shorts. And it's a good thing, because if that happens, we might have a smaller stop loss, something like this, as opposed to a stop loss like this, which is crazy. Don't do that. We can then potentially look at a stop loss like this. This is not financial advice, by the way. By the time you see this video, it would have already happened. So that's why. I would like to see the market breaking down low and then maybe closing down over here and then taking my sell to the low of the previous day. Simple as it comes. And let's have a look at US 30. US 30, I just drew this out. Did not even look at the daily cycle, but I did see that we have red setup day, and then a inside day. So my anticipation is, I'm speculating forward that we're potentially creating a bullish day. I'm hoping that happens. So then this will create green setup day 1 if we close bullish and then break the high over here on US 30. Remember, I always wait for 9:30 a.m. EST to happen, and then because we might have stock earnings to be released, and then after that we can get a lot of volume inside of the markets. I would then potentially wait for a push back up, retrace, and then take the longs back on there. And you would notice that my trading style reflects a lot of trend trading, and that is true. I used to be a reversal trader, like catching patterns and trying to catch reversals off from the patterns. That's okay. I've got nothing against that. I've got just love for everyone, all trading styles. My opinion is just, and I mentioned it before, there's so many things against us. There's so many, like, we're a small fish in this pond, man. Why do you want to go ahead and make it even more difficult for yourself and try and catch reversals? Like, why do you want to make it even difficult for yourself, stressing about catching a reversal, getting smaller stop losses, and don't. And that brings me to my topic, my lesson for today. I get a lot of questions on this, and I'm always constantly thinking about how I can make things easier for you by way of my words. And a lot of people ask me, why do you get a baseline? Why do you look at, why don't you look at exhaustion areas for entries? Why do you look at equilibrium? The thing is, when I look at an analysis method, let's take support areas. There's so many support areas in the market. So your chances of getting an entry is very slim. Whereas opposed to if you have one static line, then you can take an entry off from that. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Tomorrow, day 30 is the official end of the bootcamp. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.